About 2 weeks ago, I asked you if you wanted me to make a video dedicated to shoes and what type of shoe to wear for various different occasions. A ton of you said yes, so that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna cover pool parties and hanging out with the guys and lunch dates, date night, wine tasting, cocktail bars, dinners, and a lot more. So stick around because I'm gonna give you a lot of different examples and different scenarios. But please keep in mind that it's virtually impossible for me to cover like every single occasion, especially if it's something sort of specific and unique. But also keep in mind that there's gonna be a lot of crossover here, and many times what you would wear to one event would totally work for another event. Now, I was hoping to be able to model a lot of what I'm gonna be talking about, but because a lot of you know that I had surgery 4 days ago, that's gonna make it pretty difficult for me to change clothes and shoes as much as I would need to for this video, but I will do my best to source and show different examples. All right, starting off very simple, we have your beach day, pool party, backyard summer barbecue, right? So casual is the name of the game here, but just think if there's water involved, flip-flops are totally appropriate. Any other occasion, flip-flops are totally not appropriate. Now, shorts, bathing suits, t-shirts, tank tops, that's pretty much all fair game here. Pretty simple. Now let's move on to maybe your, let's call it your Saturday or Sunday sports bar hangout with your buddies. We're doing sneakers or boots. But when I say sneakers, I'm not talking about your running shoes or any type of athletic shoe. We'll talk about workout stuff in just a minute, but when I talk about sneakers, I'm talking about something like this. White is always the most versatile, but feel free to go with black, brown, or even gray or blue. From there, I'm probably going with a simple pair of blue, gray, or black denim jeans, and then maybe like a casual polo shirt, Henley t-shirt, or even like a long sleeve button down with the sleeves rolled up. Feel free to wear all of these shirts untucked in that environment. This is super casual, it's relaxed, and you're basically just sort of kicking back and enjoying whatever game is on the big screen. Again, pretty simple and pretty casual. Okay, let's take things up a notch and talk about your lunch date scenario. Now, understand that where you live and the climate and the time of year will all make a difference. But because it's late June right now in the US, let's talk about what to wear in kind of a warmer weather situation. All right, so you secured the date, you secured a good lunch location that's hopefully somewhat elevated with a mature demographic, and you want to impress this woman without looking like you're trying too hard. I got you. But again, weather dependent, right? I'm probably doing chinos to start with. For me personally, I've really been enjoying playing around with a lot of contrast here, so I might suggest a light blue or a light gray pair of chinos with a darker color tone top and then some slip-on loafers. But listen, when I say slip-on loafers, I'm not referring to whatever this thing is. Please do not show up to a date wearing anything that resembles this. I'm talking about a nice penny loafer in a casual finish like suede. Because in my opinion, think about it, a polished leather loafer or shoe just reads too formal for a lunch daytime date. Basically, anything that's shiny leather is going to be more formal. So save those shoes for a nicer event, a nice dinner, or like an evening outing. Because as I've talked about a lot of times before, women notice shoes right away. And your shoes, think about it, really do say a lot about who you are. All right, now let's talk about weddings because it is wedding season after all. So whether you're the groom or one of the groomsmen or just one of the attendees, your shoe choice absolutely matters. And having worked in the wedding industry for many years, I've been to more weddings than I can count, and I've seen just about everything. I've seen guys wearing outfits done really well, and I've seen other dudes wearing stuff that kind of makes you scratch your head and wonder what the heck happened. First and foremost, do not wear jeans to a wedding. Now, of course, there are exceptions to pretty much everything, so if this is a backyard wedding on a farm, sure, maybe jeans would be appropriate. But here's something that you can always sort of fall back on. If there is a venue involved, like a country club, a church, or a specific wedding venue, you need to dress up and you need to wear nice shoes. I've seen middle-aged men wearing blue jeans to a wedding that was specified as black tie required. Please don't be that guy. It's incredibly disrespectful. Now, of course, there's a lot to cover in terms of weddings and what the dress code might be. So you need to either refer to your invitation or ask someone close to the wedding family what the dress code is. But generally speaking, you're either wearing a suit separates, or trousers with a sports jacket. All of these do require dress shoes, like these. These shoes would be good in 85 to 90% of all weddings that most people attend. However, if it's a black tie or formal wedding, you should wear black dress shoes. In just about all other scenarios, medium brown to dark brown is absolutely perfect. And truth be told, brown is a heck of a lot more versatile than black, and in my opinion, even more stylish. So say you're wearing a light gray suit. Black shoes might seem like the obvious choice with the gray suit, but I'm telling you, brown shoes work even better. So maybe it's an outdoor summer wedding and you're wearing a lightweight light blue suit. Go with a slightly lighter shade of brown, something like this, because the lighter color tone makes it slightly more casual, but it also fits in perfectly with that outdoor wedding vibe. It's dressy, but without being overly over the top dressy. And if you're wondering, these shoes that I'm showing are from Thursday Boot Company, today's sponsor. I've talked about the amazing quality of Thursday sneakers and Thursday boots for years now, but did you also know they have some of the most comfortable, highest quality, and incredibly stylish dress shoes on the market right now? And if you're new to the Thursday family, let me be the first to tell you that everything they do is amazing in virtually all categories. They offer the lowest direct-to-consumer prices on Goodyear Welt boots, leather sneakers, and dress shoes, all made with premium USA leather. All of their shoes are designed for guys like us who understand and want quality, but don't want to overpay for high-quality dress shoes that are made to last for years and years. They're comfortable right out of the box, they're sexy as hell, they're well-made, and they always look fantastic. I think, though, I was looking around their website, and I think the next pair I get from Thursday might have to be these brown loafers. They look awesome, and I currently don't have a pair of brown dress loafers in my rotation, and I think those would be perfect. So if you haven't checked out their dress shoes lately, I highly encourage you to click the link down below in the description and go check them out, and check out everything else that they make. Just go through that special link in the description box and treat yourself today. And thank you, Thursday Boot Company, for your continuing, ongoing support of my channel, and thank you for sponsoring today's video. All right, so after weddings, let's talk about your date night, right? We covered the lunch date, so now let's talk about going out for the evening. Once again, you want to impress this woman without it looking like you're trying too hard. So pick a nice place and go with a pair of dress pants, slacks, or trousers. Go for something in a medium to dark gray or navy blue. They can be solid in color, but I tend to gravitate towards like small, subtle patterns. Okay, from there, your choice of tops gets pretty wide, but one thing I would avoid is, well, two things, a plain white dress shirt or something with a really bold pattern. Sometimes white can be a little too bright for like a moody, candlelit evening dinner date, so I would do something in a more muted and darker color tone. So maybe think about a navy dress shirt that's tucked in. Maybe you want to do something in a short sleeve polo, but not just any polo. Make it something more elegant and stylish. And again, tuck the shirt in, it looks nicer. If it's colder outside, maybe go with a fitted lightweight sweater. And for shoes, I would either do like a leather loafer or a casual dress shoe like a brown brogue or a monk strap. Because a smooth, polished cap-toe Oxford could potentially be a little too dressy. But something in a brogue or a double monk strap with more detail on it fits the bill a little bit better because it's nice without being super too nice. Either choice, though, I'm sure would work just fine. But if it's me, I'm probably doing a brogue or a monk strap. Also, a nice leather loafer like that pair I showed a minute ago from the Thursday website would work pretty good as well. Okay, switching gears completely for a second, what shoes do you wear to the gym? All right, so if you're weight training, the shoes I see most often on like those serious guys is something like this. I'm sure there's a lot of other brands out there, but Converse or Vans are just some of the shoes I see most often on those guys. I think it's more about the stability of your feet on the floor versus all the extra padding that you might see from like a running shoe. Although the padding is super comfortable, it gets a little squishy when you're lifting heavy weight, and that makes your feet and ankles kind of feel less stable. These are what I wear. Now here's one that I get asked all the time because I live right here in wine country. What to wear to a winery. Again, weather dependent, but I tend to dress about 1 or 2 notches above what most guys might think about doing. But here's the thing. If you're with a date or your girlfriend or your wife, understand that if your winery day is a new experience for the two of you, She is 100% going to dress things up. Practically every single woman I see at a winery is dressed up to some degree. Now, I don't mean like evening gowns or cocktail dresses. I'm talking beautiful sundresses, comfortable heels, a matching bag, and even maybe one of those trendy straw hats, and of course, all the makeup and accessories to match. Basically, what I'm saying is women at wineries look incredible. But what's really interesting to see are those women with their husbands or boyfriends that look like they just rolled out of bed or they couldn't even be bothered to put in a little bit of effort. If it's really warm, like it is here, of course, feel free to wear some nice fitted flat front chino shorts and maybe a nice linen shirt or a breathable polo with some nice suede loafers or maybe even a nice pair of clean white sneakers. Another option though is to go with a well-fitting pair of chinos with, again, some nice loafers, probably suede, and a lightweight button-up shirt. Now, bonus points if you tuck your shirt in, but if you wear it untucked, please just make sure it's not too big and too long. It's kind of hard to get like ultra specific sometimes, but the point is, if she's putting in effort to look nice, she wants you to do the same thing. Now, you don't necessarily have to go all out, but at least get close to matching her level of effort, because otherwise, I'm telling you, it looks off and it can also look embarrassing and be embarrassing for her. I've seen it 1,000 times. Gentlemen, it's not that hard. Trust me, she will appreciate it. Hopefully this answered a lot of your questions, and if so, please hit that like button to help the algorithm show this video to a lot more guys that need to see it. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.